There is something going on at the Society of Antiquaries of London. The 26th of June. The Charles Marsh portrait is identified as a fake. The Barberini vase from it has vanished. Initial reports have been hidden. Unanswered questions remain.
This video was the beginning. Hidden inside was a code and URL. At the same time, posters could be found all around London giving the same information. When going to this web address and entering the code, players are given access to reporter Lillian Ames' private blog. Lillian was previously in charge of writing an article on the Charles Marsh portrait, a painting within the Society of Antiquaries collection that was reported stolen and replaced with a fake. The fake no longer depicted the Barberini vase. Upon entering Lillian's blog, we are given 4 main pages. Home, that shows the feature video, the stream of updates, as well as a profile of Lillian and a small background on the Society of Antiquaries. Moving on to the Abouts page, we are given a summary of events so far, Lillian's original article on the theft, and crime scene photos. There is also a People of Interest page that details each character that appears in this conspiracy. On the investigation page, blog posts are regularly uploaded by Lillian with new evidence and theories she has been collecting. The first post on the 2nd of August details Lillian taking to the streets to try and gain interviews with the public about the recent theft. However, after this fails, Lillian tours the society, overhears a curious conversation between 2 police officers about the test done on the forgery of the painting. Oh, the police are here. Hold on, I'll try and get closer.
Go ahead, over.
Results of the Marsh portrait are in. They want to look at this.
Did they find something?
Not exactly, sir.
Were the results inconclusive or something?
Not exactly, sir.
Did you hear that? I wonder what was wrong with it. Lillian leaves and players now know that something was odd about the Charles Marsh portrait results. What though is currently unknown. Next uploaded is a short film created by Lillian detailing the history of the society and how they got to Burlington House, founded in 1707 at 6 p.m. Originally the founders, Humphrey Wanley, the leader and a librarian, John Towman, an architecture drawer, and John Bagford, a cobbler turned bookseller, would meet in the Bear Tavern on the Strand. On the 4th, another interview attempt video is uploaded, but Lillian quickly gives up and tours the society in more detail. Sort of like a study room almost. There's a meeting room on the other side, but it's currently locked. During this, she gets confirmation that she has another interview with an unknown fellow, and on her way out discovers a poster for a missing fellow. Inspired by her recent discovery of the missing fellow, Lillian shares the poster and police report of Professor William O'Donnell, who was last seen leaving his house on the way to the society. The mystery at the society seems to be increasing. On August 5th, we are given the fellow interview with Dr. Fowler, a specialist in 15th century portraiture who was quoted in Lillian's original article. Taking a different position, Lillian decides to ask Dr. Fowler about the missing fellow instead of the Charles Marsh portrait.
Disgrace.
He had a very lax meaning of science, always chasing fairy tales. Ridiculous. I don't know how he even got accepted here.
Did you know he was missing?
Oh, was he? No wonder it was so quiet around here. But if that's all, I'll believe it.
A seemingly useless interview hides a clue within the text of the post, where Lillian comments on video and audio glitches that seem to occur when in close proximity to the society. This happens in every video going forward. Uploaded next is Lillian's research into the collection of the society, where we learn about the history of draftsmen, artists commissioned by the Society to illustrate important and rare artefacts. As well as 10,000 drawings and 130,000 published books, ranging from the 15th century to the present day. During its history, the Society was particularly prolific in utilising drafters. These draftsmen would travel to locations holding rare or delicate objects that could not be moved to the Society for study. In the post, Lillian also comments on the Society's current situation in regards to rent spike that could force them to move locations. On the 6th, we are finally given some insight to the police conversation we heard in the beginning, with a letter from the art analyst Charlene Simmons. This leads to more questions. How can a forgery be authentic? And if the forgery is so good that it can trick an analyst, why would they make such a big mistake by not painting the Barberini vase? On the 7th, the investigation focuses more on the missing fellow William O'Donnell, as we gain an interview with his wife Mary, who tells us about his personality and a lecture he was meant to be holding at the Society before it was cancelled.
Bill was, well, clever to say the least. To me, he was a genius, and such a bright man, both intellectually and socially. When he found something that caught his eye, his curiosity would drive him to research every avenue.
Following this, Mary O'Donnell gives us access to William's office. When clicking on objects within the main image, we can look in more detail. There's a planner with key dates underlined and an events program from the Society, framed images and printouts of odd patterns and artifacts, a journal with William's notes about several cuneiform tablets, and an image cipher hidden in between the pages. There are books, both fiction and fact, stacked over a safe that also seems to be locked. The cipher hidden in the pages of the tablet is the key to open the safe. When we revisit the office, we can see a familiar image used in the cipher framed on the desk. The image is a print from the Society's collection of Kelmscott Manor. When using pieces of the cipher to recreate the image and assigning letters to each box, the cipher can be decoded to reveal the following riddle. Sinking crafts can be saved with draftsman's ink, even when home is lost. The answer to this riddle can be found in the previously uploaded Society's collection video, in which they discuss the Cowdray house, a house that had detailed wall paintings that were illustrated by the Society's draftsmen. Sinking ships refers to the painting on the encampment of British forces near Portsmouth. The Cowdray house ended up burning down, and all these wall paintings were lost, the Society holding the only record of them. As such, the access code to open the safe is Cowdray. With the code in hand and the safe now open, we reveal a dictaphone and memory stick. Clicking on the memory stick shows us several images of the Society, as well as photos of cuneiform tablets that William had written about in his journals. There are also images of another object at the Society, the Roman dodecahedron, a curious item that has baffled many historians, as its purpose is still unknown. And finally, there is a video of what seems to be a document glitching on a laptop within William's office, making reading it impossible. Going on to the dictaphone, players discovered 8 recordings made by the missing fellow William O'Donnell, and we hear about the days leading up to his disappearance.
I feel like I'm really onto something here. The markings from the cuneiform tablet match an object in the Society's collection. I am sure of it. You just have to look at it from a different angle. Excellent news! I've been in touch with an important publication. I can't talk about it yet, but they want to run my paper. I can't wait to tell Mary. They even want to do a photo shoot with myself and the object conducting the ceremony from the pages. Oh, the publication called today. They're getting a little antsy over all the delays. I hope they let me handle the object soon. Everything's going wrong. Today my entire hard drive got corrupted. My paper, it's gone. All of it. All my research, gone. The publication won't wait. I only managed to restore the abstract. God, I don't know what to do.
Curiosity sparked from these recordings leads Lillian to interview Fowler again. this time about William's lost paper.
O'Donnell was hypothesising that the tablet held the truth about what the actual purpose of Roman dodecahedron was, and that they may have been older than Romans. I mean, we had discovered a tablet that showed understanding of Pythagoras' theorem, and one of these tablets predating Pythagoras, so it was surprisingly a logical assumption by O'Donnell.
In the following post, we see more images of the mysterious dodecahedron from the Society's collection, and Lillian attempts to contact Fowler again. Players are given a chance to piece together the corrupt abstract of William O'Donnell's paper. A few days on, Lillian listens to a missed voicemail from Dr. Fowler.
Did they think I wouldn't notice? Did they honestly think they could get away with it? I tried to inform the other members and they did nothing. Just look at this atrocity. They didn't even react. I'm going straight to the police. Fools!
She later tries to contact Dr. Fowler again, but no response is ever received. One day later, players are told that the Society's Richard III portrait has been replaced with a forgery. The ornamental jewel on Richard's hat wasn't depicted, much like the Barberini vase wasn't depicted in the Charles Marsh. This was more worrying, considering that this painting was within Fowler's specialism. Could this be what he was so angry about? Still trying to get in contact with Dr. Fowler and failing, Lillian receives news 6 paintings within the Society have been discovered to be forgeries after an audit by the police. Calling the Society for leads, Lillian discovers what was wrong with these paintings. Hello, this is...
Oh, it's you again. How can I help you today?
Hi, yes. I was just wondering if you could tell me about the 5 other missing portraits that were reported today.
I wasn't aware that information was made public yet.
Well, I have my ways. If you wouldn't mind telling me.
There's not much information available at this time. I would suggest talking to law enforcement regarding all matter regarding the paintings. If that is all...
Wait, hold on. Could you please just tell me what was wrong with them?
Wrong?
Yes, the fakes. How did they know they were fakes?
Each painting was missing an element.
Yes?
Yes.
Which were?
Oh, for God's sake. I will only say this once, then I am hanging up. The Charles Marsh portrait was missing a vase, as you already know. The Richard III portrait no longer depicted a hat ornament. William Paulet's portrait was missing several rings. Rebecca Monet's earrings were gone. That one was particularly hard to notice. William Stukely had no shoes or gloves, and finally, Edward IV's portrait was missing various pendants. If that is all, goodbye, Miss Ames.
Wait, one more thing.
Yes?
Dr. Fowler, has he been in recently? Only, he hasn't been responding to my texts, and I was wondering...
Dr. Fowler is no longer a member of the Society.
Wait, what?
He cancelled his membership. However, he is wanted in questions regarding the Richard III and Edward IV's portrait. If you do get in contact with him, please inform him to report to the police regarding their disappearances.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Ames.
And you're gone. Then on the 23rd of August, at 11 p.m, Lillian begins a live stream, entering the Society in the cover of night to investigate.
So much more creepy at night.
Although we can't see anyone, there seems to be other people in the building, so Lillian takes care to avoid them. Once in the museum room, Lily discovers pearls on the floor and a hidden box filled with melted gold and broken jewels. Opening a velvet case, Lillian reveals a brooch of some kind that looks suspiciously like the hat ornament missing from the Richard III portrait. Someone's coming. Moving around the Society, we start to hear muffled talking. In the side room, Lillian is startled by a loud noise.
Oh my God.
Loud chanting that seems to be coming from all over the building.
That's it, I'm leaving.
Opting out, Lillian decides to leave, only to be knocked down. The last image we see is a shadowy figure cutting the stream feed. And nothing is heard on the website for 2 days, until a final post is made. A simple missing poster for Lillian Ames. At this point, the website goes dark.